Shut up and drive, everyone. I don't know if you can tell this in the video, but my throat has been really sore for the past few days, and it's felt like half of it has been clogged up by a squirrel's anus cheek, and it just sucks so hard. I can actually swallow at least without it hurting, at least somewhat, but if my voice sounds deeper than usual, that's why. Hopefully my voice will be fixed in future episodes, because I'm kind of making it a goal to get like at least 5 out this month in January, and I already have the scripts for this one plus the next 2 already completed. It hasn't been since March 2022 that there's been a month that's had over 4 vlogs, so this is kind of like a big ol' reunion. For you people that have been patient and waiting for vlogs so bad, this will be your month. Nothing's stopping me from reaching that goal, so let's get started now. Initially, this episode was going to be me seeing how far you can go in a number of Mario Kart tracks, whilst in reverse, until you either hit a dead end, or you complete the whole thing. But it turns out Nathaniel Bandy already did that. Seriously, dude, is there any Mario challenge that he has not done? Kinda hogging the show here, aren't we, boy? But something that caught my attention was Wario's gold mine in Mario Kart Wii, where he discovers a path you really aren't supposed to drive on, and is able to use it to his advantage to complete the race. Now, seeing brilliant stuff like that kinda gives me a killer idea that Nintendo could use in their next major Mario Kart. We haven't really had a true Mario Kart since 2014. Holy crap. It's been since the Wii U, and it's because the deluxe port of Mario Kart 8 is selling like nobody's business. It is selling so unbelievably well that Nintendo doesn't really need to make an original Mario Kart for the Switch, and the Switch is getting old as hell. I kind of wish I hadn't already bought it for the Wii U first, because had I known that the Switch version would have far more content, I would have waited a couple of years. I was one of the fools that was stupid enough to buy a Wii U, a painfully machine. I mean, I guess I still could purchase the Switch version with all the DLC and all that crap, but in total that's $84. I have no plans on doing that right now. Now, what did I say earlier? We haven't had a traditional Mario Kart in 10 years? Well, we have had substitutes. I mean, we've had Mario Kart Tour, the mobile game, but that's not a Nintendo machine. And we've also had Mario Kart Live, which is sort of like a Mario Kart Maker, except you're placing pieces of the track around your house. Now, Mario Kart Maker actually does sound pretty kick-ass, but this is not the way I would have done it. Unless it's like, you know, one of those Skylanders, Disney Infinity type crap, I really shouldn't be needing toys to play my video game. But the point I'm trying to make overall is if Nintendo actually did what I'm about to say, it could really change the game up. And it could change what we thought kart racers were supposed to be. I highly doubt they're going to do this. They don't normally take outside ideas because they know what is best 95% of the time. But I'm just saying, if they did it, it would be awesome. What if, in Mario Kart 9, any of the tracks could be completed forwards or backwards? I mean, I know this wouldn't really be easy to do because of all that flying off cliffs and shit you see in today's Mario Karts. And that also kind of means we're past the limits of all that flat terrain crap you saw in Super Mario Kart, where it would be simple to just turn around and go the other way, you know? But come on, these guys laugh at the face of easy. They want a good challenge. Certain pathways on the track would not be accessible until it's time to go in reverse. So like, picture 12 racers all trying to reach a certain goal. And after some period of time, the players that were in last place are now all of a sudden in first, and it just adds more hectic chaos to the game and just makes it even harder to try to claim your place in first. Now, of course, this does come with a little bit of a dilemma. Like, for example, if at the starting point you don't take off and you just move a smidge, and when the timer says it's time to go the other way, you just turn around and boom, you've already won. I think there could be a workaround to that though. It would probably be best if it wasn't so predictable or consistent when you had to go the opposite direction. Because if you can predict it, you can just cheese it, right? And it should be possible that, at least for some of the races, or possibly, doubtful though, but possibly a whole entire cup, 4 races, you don't go in reverse at all. Although, if that is the marketing point, that is kind of defeating the purpose. So, like, why would you go 4 races in a row without doing the thing that they advertise in all the commercials and crap? Yeah, so not being able to predict it... That's the stuff right there. This does not seem too likely to actually happen, but it could still open up more possibilities for alternate paths than just going straight forward would. Maybe even some of the retro courses from previous games could be tweaked to operate in this manner. I'm telling you, the possibilities are countless. Because as far as my recollection goes, every Mario Kart game prior to 8 does give you the option to go backwards. You would lose the race if you did that, sure, but nothing was forcing you to stay straight. All that would happen was Lakitu, that little turtle in the clouds, you know, he would just point his sign and say, "Hey bastard, you're going the wrong way." For anyone who may not have realized they're going backwards. But ever since the Wii U, and I don't know about the Switch version, I've barely touched that, but ever since Mario Kart 8, Lakitu will pick you up by his fish hook and make you face the right way if you go backwards for too long. I mean, yeah, that fish hook might not be going into my asshole or anything, but what's the point? Is there a point? Is the future of Mario Kart games dependent on forcing the players to try to win the race instead of getting creative? I mean, judging from what we've seen in Mario Kart for the Wii U, it looks like this whole reverse thing is very, very slim possibility. I do have another revolutionary idea. It's not as cool as what I just said, but we could have an option to have all the characters be cosmetic. What does that mean? Well, you see, Bowser is a big-ass bastard, and as a result, he's also a slow-ass bastard. If we could allow the players to pick whatever character that looks the coolest to them, instead of having them be worried about all the stats and all the benefits to steering and speed and acceleration, handling, all that junk, that could also be a selling point. Maybe not as much of one as going in reverse would be, but it would not be a bad idea. Oh, not to mention being able to draw on your car, give it its own designs and stuff. I think Mario Kart DS did that, but we're far past the DS. Let's give the players the option to be really artistic here. Give them even more possibilities. I'm not positive if the DS version did do that, but if I remember correctly, I think it did. If you're asking me if this will actually happen, I don't think so. It seems too unlikely. It would really, really be cool, and if it did happen, I would be so psyched. Until then, though, I will meet you there. Goodbye. Alright, ready?